All right, what is up, guys? We have season 40, war number 8, I believe. We're going up against TCN. I think this is war number 8. I keep losing track of them. It's either war 8 or war 9. It could be war 9. Anyway, I am taking 6 fights this war, which I think is the most fights I've taken since joining GT, which is exciting. And I'm going to be using my favorite attacker. I'll be using Apaco here. He's by far my favorite champ for war. He's just super tanky, and use a power start 1 boost, get to a special 2, and it is pretty much game over. So I have a few fights that I don't want to say they were concerning, but they were interesting, if you will. And I had to wait until boss was down because I think we wanted to fight Icarus with the global down. So I'm taking 2 fights on section 1 and then 4 fights in section 2. So I was kind of double checking everything. I believe I took these fights at work. I had a little break in work, and so I was able to go ahead and take a couple of these fights. So starting out here, we have Kingpin, and Kingpin can shrug debuffs, which works really well with this node, which is why he's placed here. But with Apocalypse, he is minus 100% purify ability, or whatever it's called. I think it's purify. So you don't have to worry about the node here at all. You just fight Kingpin like normal. I just basically bait out special 1s, drop my special 2, and the fight's over. So I used a power... Actually, I lied. I thought I used a power start 1 boost here, but when I got in here, I was like, that's weird. And I don't have a power start 1 boost here. It's strange. But I think either I get hit, or I just realized after the fight that I accidentally placed an invuln boost. So that was kind of a waste of a boost, but it's all good. And at this point, I think we were actually kind of focused on time too, because it was tied, I think. It was, may have been 1-1. I want to say maybe it was 1-1, so time actually did matter. So I was like, crap, this fight's taking way too long, but that's okay. Biggest thing is not to die. We may have actually been up 2-1, I think, but we still had some fights left, so that's probably why time mattered. I think they were faster than us at this point. TCN's usually super quick. So had I had a power start 1 boost, that fight would have been over a lot faster, but I clicked there. I'm like, what? Oh. So anyway, like I said, waste of a boost. I go ahead and switch over now, and I use a power start 1 for this fight against this Icarus. This fight is super straightforward as well. The global's down. You don't really have to worry about his little bursts. They don't do that much damage, especially to Apaco, because he has such a big health pool. So I just switch my boost, go for a power start 1 boost, and then everything's gravy. So that happened. So I went out and went back in. I don't think there's anything else tricky about this fight. So I'll just let this fight play out, and then I'll come back when it's done. All right, so next up I have this Korg mini, or shared, or whatever you call it. I do have a White Max pre-fight on here, so I can parry him. Actually, no, I don't. Oh, gosh, I can never remember with White Max pre-fight if you have to be a hero or a villain. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. But I think the White Max pre-fight allows me to stun him, though. Don't quote me on that. It's been a while since I've had this war. Anyway, I was a little worried about this, but the goal is just to, if I can parry, which I think I can, you just light until his rock shield's down, and then fire special 2, and the fight's over. 84, and yes, okay, so the weight mags, looks like it does allow me to, I'm thinking right, yeah. Only thing you have to watch here is for power snack, so don't send Korg to a special 3, because if it gets to a special 3, it goes unstoppable and unblockable, and that's just something that's unnecessary to deal with. It gets very annoying. So I throw my special 1, or sorry, I throw my special 2, get hit in the face because it's fun, why not? And then he throws a special 1, I just decided to block it. And looks like, yeah, I think I was trying to throw my special 2 there, but it didn't let me, so I just decided to, for whatever reason, oh, I did get down his rock shield, I see. Oh, actually, now that you mention it though, I wondered why this did not kill him, but it looks like he actually had 1 rock stack up still. Sometimes it's fun to comment on your own videos because you actually get to watch them and learn what you did wrong. So yeah, so there I threw my special 3 while he still had a rock shield up, which is just my own dumb fault. And at this point, he's kind of dangerously close to a special 3, so I'm glad he cooperated. We didn't have to worry about that. Rock shield's back, so we just go ahead and get it down to 1, make sure we actually get rid of it. But the debuff just killed him, so not a big deal. Now for the Silver Surfer, I actually forgot to record it. So you'll see me go into the fight and then you'll see him die. But the fight was super straightforward. The only thing I had to focus on was his special 2 if he reached it. If he had 3 or more buffs, I think it can be unblockable or something like that. But he never got there. So that fight was super, super, super easy. So now, last 2 fights. Out of all the fights I was going to take, I was by far the most worried about Killmonger, which is on the Intercept shared mini thingy. So I kind of overlooked this thing because I knew that I could take him pretty easy. There was Disorient, but I knew just to parry, wait 8 seconds, then that wouldn't be an issue. I could control his rock stacks with a heavy and throw special 1s because they kind of bypass his protection with the red numbers or whatever. So I was like, oh, this fight will be easy. You'll see that was not quite the case. I kind of misplayed this, but thankfully it didn't end up punishing me. So I go ahead and parry, and I'm just kind of waiting 8 seconds so that I become Disorient immune, and I don't really care if I take another one, and now I am. So just trying to control his rock stacks there by throwing a heavy. Things special sometimes come out of nowhere, but anyway. And at this point, I think I try to push him to, nope, I don't, I still do what I should have been doing the whole fight, which is controlling his rock stacks. I should have just kept doing that, but instead I was an idiot and did not do that. I don't know why I switched tactics, to tell you the truth. I don't know. Anyway, so at this point, I dropped my special 1, and I think, yeah, it took him to 14, trying to get him to back up, I think. Okay, we get him to 15, and I think he wanted to be a little stingy there, and he wasn't, so clearly I cannot remember my invites. Throw another special 1. I think right here at this point I'm like, okay, the fight's pretty much over, so we're all good to go. He threw a special 1, and for some reason I was like, oh, I'll just get him to 15 rock stacks and we'll be good to go. I'm like, crap. Okay, so I need to hit his block. Okay, so getting block to back up, just hit his block and we're good. Oh wait, Apaco stuns through the block. Oh shit. So I had an indestructible, thankfully, but he still took a lot of my health. And at this point, I decided to throw my special 1, and he died. So the reason why that worked, I believe, is because I had assassins. I had 3 points in assassins, so when he was below, what is it, 15 or 18%, his ability accuracy is decreased. If that wasn't the case, if assassins didn't take play there, he could have easily punished me and possibly killed me. So I was very fortunate there. In hindsight, I should have just waited out his unstoppable and just not thrown my special 1 because that was dangerous. But it all worked out. I almost took 3 points out of assassins. I was thinking about switching up my masteries, and I'm very glad that I did not. So anyway, it worked out. So now my last fight, this fight I was the most worried about. I was trying to debate on what kind of intercept I wanted to try, because Killmonger gets 2 counterpunch charges when he throws a special 1, and if you try to go for like my normal intercept, he could just hold block and then pretty much punish me. So I was kind of debating on what to do here. With reverb, you just don't want to attack him too much when he gets above 1 bar power. Definitely not throwing any specials at that point. So here I'm kind of just playing the node like normal. I think I go for a late intercept, which I thought I got right there. I thought I got a late intercept. which is why I threw my special 2, but clearly I was wrong. It looks like his reverb's up. I think I didn't take damage from it there, maybe because his concussion was up. Honestly, I'm not too terribly sure. So at this point, I was like, I'll just forget the light intercepts because I thought I had one last time. It didn't work. So I'm just going to go for kind of a normal intercept, and we'll just kind of call it a day. So here I go in, and then I think I go for a little just a mini intercept right there. Thankfully, I get it there, drop my special 2, and at this point, he's pretty much dead. So, like I said, I was just kind of worried about, he has Mighty Charge, so that's why he drops the debuffs. I was just worried about if he held his block and he had counter punches. So, but still, I didn't really need to do any more intercepts here because Apako was just hitting so hard, and he's still taking 50% damage. So, yeah, at this point I was like, okay, don't screw this up. But yeah, no, so that was pretty much it. And he goes down pretty easy. So those were my fights. Thankfully I did not die, and we did end up winning this war because they died late. I think they died, I can't remember how they died. It was an unfortunate way of dying, like a disconnect or something. I can't remember what it was, but it was really unfortunate. Honestly, TCN kind of deserved to win this war, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So TCN, a bunch of great guys. Hope you guys have a great season, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.